Alright, boys and girls, it's time for math, okay? So before we get started, let's go ahead and shake out. Let's all stretch out. Let's all get ready to focus, okay? So we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a bubble map and fill in for things that hold liquid, alright? So what are some things that hold liquid?
Bottle.
A bottle, okay. What else?
The ocean.
The ocean.
Pool.
A pool.
A cup.
And a cup. Alright. So tell me, what is your favorite thing, container, or I guess piece of the world since we included oceans? What is your favorite thing that holds liquid?
Pools.
Why?
I have a pool in my house that I like to swim in.
Okay, so there's a pool in your house and you like to swim in it. That's a great connection. So that brings us into what we're going to learn today. Today we're going to learn about milliliters and liters, right? And it's going to tie in as a measurement to liquid. This is a way that we get to measure things that hold liquid. For example, we know that liquid is in a cup, so we would use either milliliters or liters to fill that in. And as we go over what we're learning, you'll see which one is a better fit for that. So the reason why we're going to go and learn this is because we want to make sure that we can tell the difference between milliliters and liters. So like when we're doing a recipe in cooking, we know how to measure water, we know how to measure oil, or anything that's part of our recipe. Or if you like working on cars and you want to grow up to be a mechanic, you're going to have to learn how to measure the amount of liquid that's going to go into your car, like for an oil, or when you pump the car with gas. Okay? So now we're going to move into our actual lesson. All right? So let's talk about milliliter first. Everybody say milliliters.
Milliliters.
A lot of the times when you see milliliters, you're going to see it represented as a little m with a big L. What do we see it as?
A little m with a big L.
That's right. And milliliters is going to be used for smaller, right? We're going to use it for a smaller amount. So a milliliter is equal to about 20 drops of water. Let's put 20 drops of water into this cup and see how much it goes. Are you ready?
Yes.
Let's put it in. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So look, here we have about 20 drops of water. Does that look like a lot or a little bit?
A little bit.
It does look like a little bit. So when we measure milliliters, are we measuring something big or something small?
Something small.
Something small. So now let's look at our liters. Everybody say liters.
Liters. Whenever
you see something being expressed as a liter, you're going to see a big L. What are we going to see?
A big L.
A big L. That's right, we're going to see a big L. A liter is equal to the amount of water that we see in our pitcher. So whenever you see your mom with a pitcher, you're going to see that's full of liquid. That's about 1 liter. So would you use liters to measure something bigger or smaller?
Bigger.
Bigger, right? Because our liter here holds more water than our milliliter right here. Okay? So now let's go over some other examples that I'm going to put on the board. All right. Here, I'm going to put it on our board. Right? It says a full bottle of glue. Do you think it would hold milliliters or liters?
Milliliters.
Milliliters, right? So, because it's not something really big, is it?
No.
No. What about a small pond?
Liters.
Liters. That's a bigger body of water. It's not like I can go grab my droplet and use it to fill up that pond, right? I'd be there forever. What about a spoon?
Milliliters.
Milliliters, right? I could take a dropper and I can take the time to fill it up there, right?
Yeah.
What about a soda cup? Like when we go to the movie theater and your mom buys you popcorn, and we all like to get soda when we get popcorn. Do you think you would fill it up with a dropper?
I'd fill it up with a dropper.
Right? I would.
Milliliter.
I would do milliliters because you
a
can't
liter
fill it
was
a
a
whole.
pitcher, yeah.
Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to start our activity, okay? So you all have a bucket at your table. And in that bucket at your table, you're going to have a sign that says milliliters and liters. So you're going to go ahead and you're going to look for the partner on your left. And that's going to be your partner for this assignment. So you're going to take out your milliliter and your liters, and then you're going to turn your table into a T-chart, okay? You have items in your basket that you're going to use to categorize whether it would be better to measure in liters or milliliters. Alright, and I'm going to be walking around to see how you guys do, and then at the end, we'll go over the answers, okay? Alright, so there you go. Grab your baskets and start categorizing those. I'm going to be walking around to see. Great job. I saw how you put on your T-chart for milliliters and liters. Alright, so let's look what you have here so far. I see you put the water bottle under milliliters. You're right, that is a lot easier to hold. But now you put the fishbowl. Is the fishbowl big or small?
Well, it could be big.
Is the fishbowl big or small?
Small.
It's a fishbowl. Look at all those fishes it's holding.
Well, it's got a lot of fish. It's big.
It's big. So do you think you would use milliliters or liters to fill it?
Oh, liters.
Liters, that's right. And you have one more in there that you have to use. Alright, let's go over this really quickly. Alright, I'm going to hold the picture up and you're going to tell me which one you used, okay? Quickly, where'd you put your dropper?
Milliliters.
In milliliters. Where'd you put your big bottle of soda?
Liters.
Liters. Great job. Alright. Where did you put the pool?
Liters.
Where did you put the water bottle?
Milliliters.
Milliliters. Great job. Where did you put your fishbowl?
Liters.
Liters. That's right. Because you'd have to fill it up. You could probably take one whole pitcher or more and pour it right in there. Alright. So now it's your turn. You're going to pick a crayon out of your box and you're going to do your assessment that's about 20 questions to go ahead and answer what do you think would be the best way to measure it, right? So question number 1, amount of ketchup in a ketchup packet. Now keyword, it said packet. Is the packet big or little?
Little.
Is it talking about a ketchup bottle?
No.
No, so would you use milliliters or liters?
Milliliters.
You see, so I gave you that one right there as a practice. And you're going to read through and you're going to look for those key words, okay? I know that you're doing a good job by getting about 14 correct. 14 out of the 20, okay? So you're going to take your time to do your assessment there, all right? And now I would give them about 25 minutes to complete this assignment, and I'd move on to the end. All right, guys, now it's time to wrap up what we learned today. Today we learned about what's easier to measure with what? What units?
Milliliters and liters.
Milliliters and liters, that's right. And we know a milliliter equals about how many drops of water?
20.
20. And we know a liter is equal to about
A pitcher of water.
a pitcher of water. That's right. Now, do we come across things all the time that need to be filled with some kind of liquid?
No. Yes.
Yes, we do. We do come across that all the time. A liquid is always being held. It always holds something. Our sink when we do dishes. Our cups of water that we drink. Everything that we do. Somehow we come
for our
across a
recipe.
liquid. Yes, for our recipe. That's right. So that ends what we learned today. Thank you so much, class. Now we're going to move on to our next subject.